Welcome back to DBS and the DFL studio. Tonight we're talking to Nadia Casabon and MacArthur Fowle. A quick reminder of tonight's giveaway. What words do I use when I'm saying goodbye to you on The Law Factor Live? We will draw the winner next week, and The Law Factor fans get 3 chances to try. Now, before Nadia and MacArthur tell you more about fishes, and in particular the lionfish, let's test how much you really know about them. All right, do it together with us. And Nadia and MacArthur, is there anything you'd want to say when we go through it? Please feel free to contribute. Question 1. What feature sets fish apart from other water-dwelling animals? Is it their gills, their backbone, or their 2-chambered heart? Well, the answer is the 2-chambered heart, because other animals that live in water, such as frogs in the tadpole stage, also have gills and backbones, but fish are the only backboned animals with 2-chambered hearts. Now, you had something to say about that, MacArthur, earlier when we were discussing.
It's not part of the question, but in addition to this, fish is the only one that has scales. All the others
don't have scales,
don't have
yes,
scales.
That's right.
But it's a good question.
Yeah, it's unique. Okay, what is the largest fish? Is it the whale shark, the basking shark, or the giant catfish? The answer is the largest fish is the whale shark, which is estimated to reach a length of 60 feet, that is 18 meters or more. Question 3, how far can flying fish glide in the air? Now, we've seen them a lot of the times. How far do they glide in the air? Is it 5 feet, which is 1.5 meters, 20 feet, which is 6 meters, or 50 feet, which is 15 meters? Well, flying fish can glide in the air as far as 20 feet or 6 meters or more if there is a tailwind. What percentage of women eat less than the recommended 2 servings of fish per week? The answer is 75%. That's actually not good news for us, right, Nadia?
I think it might even be higher for some persons.
You think so?
That's per week. 75% of persons don't eat fish per week. But if you think of it, how many percentage of St. Lucians actually eat fish on a regular basis?
That's true, you know.
You know, I think a lot of people eat fish, you know.
I think more men eat fish than women.
But you see, I wouldn't say so. As a matter of fact, more men come to buy fish from me, but that's no guarantee that more men eat the fish.
Yeah, it's true. But I think they prefer the fish, which is why they're coming to buy it.
I'll tell you the reason why they come to buy it is that they feel that it'll be quicker for them to get it from me than if their wives come.
Yeah, so indirectly, you can say what you like, but indirectly, it still means that they're the ones who will eat it ultimately.
Yes.
They're coming to get it because it's what they would like to eat.
That's right.
You know?
And I think the wives feel very happy to have it brought home.
And cleaned.
They don't have to wait, spend time waiting to buy it. And while that is being done, they can do something else at home. You know, take care of the rest of the household.
But even so, 75% of women, I mean, the recommended is 2 meals, 2 fish meals for the week. So
I don't think we're getting that at all. I think it has to do part with persons who are cooking at home, not liking to clean fish. I think it has to do with that. I think that's
but you can get people to clean them.
Yeah, you can get persons to clean it for you.
Yeah.
But then think of my generation. How many persons there are a lot of persons that I know my age who don't buy fish because they don't like cleaning fish. If they go, for instance, to the supermarket and they have fish already filleted, they will be more likely to pick that up than to pick up a whole fish which they have to gut and scale themselves.
This is so true because I had a lady friend, who used to buy fish from me regularly. And then she went on holidays to Canada. And she had her
nails done
pretty late. When she came back, she told me, you know, I love fish, but I'm afraid unless you can get somebody to clean it for me, I don't think I'll buy it from you anymore. So I had to get somebody to
clean it. Well, it isn't the nicest of things to do. Anyway, let's continue. Question 5. What nutrient found in mackerel will keep your brain strong and prevent memory loss? Is it iron, vitamin E, omega-3s, or all of them? The answer is omega-3s help improve cognitive function. Question 6. What nutrient found in cod will help your immune system to keep strong? Is it selenium, iron, copper or potassium? Now, selenium is the one. That's the answer, because it actually contains an essential antioxidant. Now, question 7. How many calories are there in a 4-ounce fillet of salmon? All right, a 4-ounce fillet of salmon. How many calories? Is it, calories? 155, 226, 351, or 402? And the answer is 351 calories in salmon. Question 8. Fatty fish are a good thing to include in your diet. Is that true or false? Fatty fish are a good thing to include in your diet. True or false? Well, it is true. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3s, which benefit your joints, skin, vision, brain, heart, help lower bad cholesterol levels, and even boost fertility. Now, do you know your fatty fish? Nadia, what are the fatty fish? MacArthur, help me. Fatty fishes.
I'll give you a very good one. Lionfish.
Okay, you would say that.
That's what I was thinking.
You're thinking that?
It is.
Okay.
And when you cut into it, you actually see a layer of fat along the fillet, because it eats a lot of fish. So it stores a lot of fat in its body.
Very fatty.
Okay.
So this is a very good fish for you to eat. You can actually cook the lionfish without using any oil.
Okay, now that I didn't know. Well, there are other fish as well as the lionfish, and there's salmon. I'm sure you eat all these fishes all the time and you don't even know that these things are good for you or why you're eating them, because they include the fatty fish, which is salmon, sardines, tuna, trout, herring, and mackerel. And if you eat all those fishes, you're on good,
right track.
Yeah, you're on the right track there. Now, the last question I have to ask you: the lionfish, it's venomous, so it cannot be eaten. Is that true or false? Now, that's the main question you asked us to address tonight. Is it true or false? But of course, the lionfish, okay, yes, it is venomous, but you can eat it. And we're going to show you how it can be eaten. So you must stay with us. We're going to show you exactly what you can do with the lionfish. And also, you may even be told by someone you know how it tastes. Now, because I want people to understand it a little bit more, Nadia, there have been lots of messages. We've been hearing messages about the lionfish in St. Lucia for some time now, but yet people seem to be very unclear about the fish. Can you tell us some more?
Okay, the Department of Fisheries, when we were on a task force, a lionfish task force for St. Lucia, decided to put out some messages very early before the lionfish even came to St. Lucia. We were basically tracking its migration down the Caribbean island chain, so from Dominica having recorded lionfish sightings down to Martinique. We were just waiting. It was just a matter of time when we would see lionfish, and that was back in 2011. So this is one of the first times that we have had, or one of the rare occasions where we've had a proactive approach to letting persons know that something is going to happen. So the Department of Fisheries and other agencies, including the Supermarine Management Agency, which I worked for at the time, started putting out messages to the fishermen to let them know that this lionfish is coming and it is venomous, but once you handle it properly, then you can prepare it, you can eat it, you can sell it. So we had been putting out messages that persons need to be aware as to how to handle it, that it is venomous. If you get stung, it will cause you pain, but it can be treated very easily just with hot water, and then that you can eat it. But I think persons or St. Lucians, the general public, sort of developed a fear. What stayed in their minds was not that you can eat the lionfish, but that it was venomous. But that's what we're trying to get out of their minds now, is that yes, it is venomous, but once you remove the spines, then you can prepare the fish anyhow that you normally prepare fish.
And MacArthur, how is it for you when you try to, tell your friends or tell other fishermen about the lionfish? How do they receive it?
The progress is a little slow. It's quite slow, but we hope that as time goes by, we'll be able to convince people that it is a must. Because I believe when they start not finding the fish that they like the coney, which we call the watalibi. The coney is a fish which is loved by a lot of people. And I think the lionfish has chosen that one as its favorite. And already we are beginning to see a decline in the population. So you'll have no alternative but to eat the next best fish, which is the lionfish. The lionfish has a lot of the characteristics of the coney. The texture of the flesh, even the scales are as tiny as those of the coney. It's an ugly fish, but then once you remove the head, you don't see the ugliness anymore.
Exactly.
That's what some men say about women. Sorry. Just do what you have to do. Close your eyes. Turn the lights off.
So the guys, they use their scissors, by the way, they use their scissors, then they clip off the spines, they cut off the head, and you have a beautiful fish. As she said, it's very fatty, and you can prepare it anyhow. You can grill it, you can make a broth with it, you can fry it, you can prepare it anyhow.
Okay.
And it's very tasty. I did two for two of my friends, one for his wife and one for him, and another friend of mine and his wife. And I told them, look, sample it. And you know, since then, one of the wives came to buy it, and she bought 15 pounds.
Specifically.
That's a significant.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, this was a significant achievement.
Well, I'm going to stop you here because I have to go to a break.
Okay.
But as you said that, I'm thinking that I'm going to offer our viewers some lionfish. I'm going to do that. So you have to make sure you stay with us. But after the break, we're going to the kitchen as Nadia is going to show us how to prepare the lionfish for eating. So you make sure you stay here. Don't go away.